Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Away again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nothing but green ahead. down Houston. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Might as well give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play. Breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
What a cut. Now he's loose. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Houston, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Samuel. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He showed you a little bit of everything, right? Showed you the speed, showed the quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards for the day.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looks as if this one will be marked down to 25. For a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They're going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll set up to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Route.
And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the back. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now rolling to the left. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Dances away. Working that left side now. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick pass on the fly motion. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can block. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to kick this one.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense comes onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending them.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it down the seam. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Finds a man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, UNC! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
And that's a first down. Got it. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 35, Houston 28.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the run. The expressway is wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unleashes one. Working that left side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. Sweet cut there. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
First down,
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep two hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
timeout, Houston.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback checking off. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Houston.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.